Hi everyone, hopefully my internet will be good this week and I can stay with you for a full hour. Last week it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Yeah, well, I hope everyone's had a good week and everyone's doing okay. I've had a great week. Here in the UK, we're pretty much off lockdown now, and the sun came out at the weekend, so it was really, really nice. I had friends here, and it was just really nice to go and appreciate the nice weather, beautiful sunshine here, guys, and got a bit of a tan while I was out in the sun. But it was really nice to just do some natural stuff that you want to do with your friends, you know, meet up, go for something to eat, have a drink, and, you know, just really be able to hang out and enjoy each other's company. And I think, you know, through lockdown, obviously, you know, just don't really get to do a lot of that because, you know, people are scared of meeting up and stuff like that. You know, it's weird because I have some amazing friends, but we're not all spiritually on the same level, and you have to love them for that. You know, I can't, I don't put my views on others. It's like they either get it or they don't. Hi guys. And you know, because someone's not on the same wavelength as me, or they're as awake as I am, it doesn't mean to say that I can't love them as souls. It doesn't mean to say that I can't hang out with them. We just have different views on what's going on in the world and how awakened they are. And I'm not egoed enough to put how or what I think on them, you know, because it's not really fair for me to do that, because that's coming from ego. So, you know, we are here as souls on this plane, and we are very much probably in different stages, a lot of us, you know, as star seeds. So, but it's, you know, sometimes you have to hold people just in the love space because they're not ready to hear the guidance. They're not ready to know the truth about things, you know, and that is absolutely fine. It doesn't matter that, you know, I can still be friends and hang out with folk, you know, just because they're not as awakened as I am as a soul, you know. It's not for me. It's all part of the, you know, their journey, you know, and their path on their soul's, you know, within their soul's purpose while they're here, and with their growth, you know, and that's what I pretty much do. So, you know, I do hang out with younger souls, well, kind of medium-ish souls. They're not young souls because I can't handle that. Can't handle young souls. They're unpredictable. They do me head in. But I do hang out with people that, you know, probably aren't as awakened as I am. And, you know, like I say, I just hold them in love. But I can still level with people. I can still, you know, just because we don't all have the same views doesn't mean to say I can't be friends with them. You know, I've been friends with one of my closest friends for over 20 years, you know. You know, but yeah, it was great. It was great to hang out. It was great to go and do stuff at the weekend. So I'm really honoured, and everything looks so beautiful here. Nature's really stepping out, and, you know, really being amazing. And yeah, it's all great. Sorry guys, I'm just sharing this. I'm moving it about a bit, so that's why I'm kind of looking at my phone. But I've also, because I always talk about with you guys and my shows what I go through, and this Mercury retrograde's come in, and with Mercury retrograde. I can't even say it. You know, a lot of stuff that doesn't serve you leaves. You know, it does actually leave your life, and something has definitely left my life this week. Somebody who at one time was a big person in my life. You know, I dated him, and you know, we'd hung out and we were still friends, but the friendship wasn't serving me, you know. So, you know, much love, hold him in love, but release, you know, go. And that's what this week for me it's all been about. It's been about, you know, going through this, realising that, you know, a lot of these food handling, what does that mean? Well, it looks like I've just dropped off, maybe. Am I still there, guys? Because I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. It says, sorry, we're having trouble playing this video, but I don't know if I'm live still. Can you see me? Can you see me? I can kind of see myself, but I don't know. Well, that's good, because I can't see it. I can't see that I'm there, and it just says, sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. So if you can see me and hear me, I'll keep going, but I just can't see myself. And like I say, it keeps saying we have trouble playing this. So if you can see me, guys, I'll just keep going. But yeah, so it's been an interesting week for me. Hi everyone. You know, with this Mercury retrograde and all these blimmin' eclipses, you know, I'm no astrologer. I'm not a person that, you know, I'm not a person that knows anything so much about it all, but obviously I just know it affects us. But if you can see and hear me, guys, I'll keep going. I just keep going because I can't see myself. I can see myself on my phone, but I can't see myself on the computer. So that's all right. That's all right. If you can see me, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, Michael is in the house, Mr. Michael. He is always around me, always protecting me and always working with me. He's my gatekeeper. I'm a very, you know, lucky girl to have him in my life like I do, in the capacity that I do. And very lucky to have the angels full stop, you know, and I'm very indebted for them because they're really amazing and I couldn't live life without them, you know. But it was so weird, so weird, because today, hi Julia, I said to Michael, what do you want me to talk about? Hi honey. And it was just like, you need to just talk about divine timing. And I was like, okay. So anyway, because I said I'd do some mini readings today, like I usually get round to doing, yeah, every show. And Michael just said, look at the bottom of the deck that I had. And the bottom of the deck, it's coal grey angel guide oracle deck. Okay, hi Chloe. And I heard, look at the bottom, and look, divine timing. That's the card. And that's what Michael wanted me to talk about today, because I think a lot of people get frustrated with divine timing. Because on a physical thing, you know, us humans, we want things now in our lives, and we want a partner, and we want a new job, or we want to find this new home, or you know where I'm at. And I think we do get a bit frustrated because you know, it's not when we want it. So you're thinking, well, I keep asking the angels, or I keep asking the universe, whatever, whoever, or whatever you want to say, and you know, you just feel kind of, yeah, great, this isn't working for me, this, you know, it's not happening, but what Michael's reminding me to say is the cogs are turning, you know, the universal cogs of divine timing are turning. We just don't always see that in the physical, and it's so true that we don't always see that in the physical, and we end up getting a bit frustrated, which can push it further away, because whether you know it or not, frustration is a lower vibrational energy. So, you know, it's just amazing that I kind of got a general card today for us all. It was divine timing. So, you know, if there's all of you out there that keep asking for something and you think it's not coming, it's, you know, the more you kind of say that, the more the universe isn't going to bring it back. So you have to kind of remember that as well, because what we put to the universe, you know, it manifests back. So you have to kind of, you know, realise that. But I kind of got that for all of us today, and it was just so funny that Michael wanted me to talk about divine timing today. And also about energies, you know, if a big thing for me, if someone's energy is blocking you, like even an ex-partner, you really need to make sure that you're doing cord cuttings, you're asking for soul ties to be cut, and that's where I kind of was a bit on my show last week before I got cut off, because we was talking about spiritual protection, but we were also, I was also talking about, you know, ask Michael for his cloak, his sword, and his shield to protect you during your day, and I would suggest you do it morning, afternoon, and evening, you know, because it can fade. But I was kind of talking about that as part of spiritual maintenance, you know, and I suppose divine timing, you know, you do only have to ask once for what you want, but be precise on what you want, and you know, stop. Once you've given it to the universe, just let it, do you know what I mean? Just like get on with your day and your life type of thing. But know with divine timing that it does take time to come back, you know, and that just because you're not, I hear you, Michael, just because you're not here seeing, you know, that the cogs towards your goals or towards what you want in your life, you know, you don't see them turning. Just know that they are, you know, and also, like I say, that is a big thing I'm hearing for all of you out there. You know, be aware that soul ties exist, and be aware that even your ex-partner's energy can block you. And it really can. I mean, I was saying this last week as well. I went to do somebody's reading earlier on this year in London, doing a video call, and I did pretty much the reading, but the part of the reading that he wanted to know about I couldn't do, and that was because the girl that he wanted to know about, her ex's energy was blocking hers, literally. So I said, give me a month, I'll ask it to be removed, come back to me in a month, and then I'll give you the reading. And I did it, I smashed it, of course, out the park. But, you know, I had to, it just goes to show that others' energy, you know, can block you from moving forward. So please be aware of that, Michael's saying. And also, I feel I need to say this to someone. This is random, okay? But someone needs to hear this, whether you're live now or whether you hear the recording. But also know that you cannot have people working on you, on your energy field at the same time. Know that if you're having distance healing or Reiki and you've had that done in the day, that can work. I'm hearing, okay, that can work up to quite a few hours after you've had it done. And please know that if you go for another energy healing, give it 24 hours, I'm hearing. Somebody needs to hear this information. I think maybe they've done it in the past and they thought, oh, it didn't work. But you have to understand, if you're having one energy healing, allow that energy healing to be with you for 24 hours for it to then leave you. Okay? And then if you want another healing after that, I would suggest giving it 24 hours is all I'm hearing. Because I feel like somebody's done a few things lately and they haven't thought it's worked for them. But Michael is saying that you do need to give these things at least 24 hours for it to work and that person's energy that has been working on you to leave you. Okay? Never heard that before, but Michael wants me to bring it up, so I do as I'm told, okay? I always do as I'm told. With him, it's very difficult, or with most of them. Him and Metatron, wow. And Nathaniel, actually, Archangel Nathaniel, he has quite a quiet presence, Nathaniel, but a very powerful one. And I have to act on what he says. He gives me the big nudge, you know, which he's done this week. Quite a few times, actually, Archangel Nathaniel. He's not as vocal, I would say, as Michael and Archangel Metatron, but he is a very big presence. Very big presence as well. I've worked with Nathaniel since I was a small child. He's helped me with my clairvoyancy and using my spiritual gifts to where I am now. He gets bad press because he's actually Satan's son, so the poor guy gets bad press. But he's a good guy. He really, really is. And we don't talk about Archangel Nathaniel very much, and people don't know a lot about him, really. I do work with Diane Morgan at Unite in the Light, and we have actually people that want to start their journey with the angels. We actually have classes that can help you with that. And Nathaniel is actually one of the archangels we cover in our classes because he's, like I say, not particularly well talked about, but he's amazing. And he works with children, which is what he did with me. He helped me, so very lucky with that. Got another mug today. Got a Simba mug. I think you know what I'm like, you guys, that probably drop on regular. Big kid. Very big child. Oh dear. So yes, it's been a full-on week, and hopefully, yeah, those messages that Michael wanted to just talk about, and you know, your protection and soul ties, as well as etheric cord cutting, is a daily spiritual maintenance thing that you should be doing. Because if you're bumping into people, especially, you know, if you're in a big office and you might have energy vampires around you, it can really, really drain you. So you have to, you know, think about that, and yeah, do your cord cuttings, because it then prevents your energy being drained, you know. Doing my show, it is quite difficult to have spirit come through. I do mini readings, and you know, I usually don't even use cards, because once I know I've got your energy, then I can work with that. So, oh, thanks, Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Thank you. I love my mugs too. I'm just like a big kid. If you know me, I'm just pretty stupid. Pretty much all the time. Like I always say, I don't take myself too seriously, but I do love me mugs. I love your surname. I do work with Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is somebody I've been calling in a lot, and she's, especially with my divine timing scenario, Gabriel is the Archangel of New Beginnings, and I call upon Gabriel for lots of help within that. I've been doing that the last couple of years, and it's, you know, it is coming into fruition now, even though I couldn't see it. So let me see who's jumping out at me then. See who's... You can get me, I do private readings as well, guys, although I can't promise you that if I do give you a private reading, I have a lot of spirit show up for you. I don't know. I cannot guarantee it. I say it every week, but it's the God's honest truth. I don't know who comes through and who I get. Some people can be disappointed, but my readings are usually an hour. They're full of very amazing messages. They help you in every part of your life, and it's relevant information to you, which serves you in the here and now. But obviously, I did a lady in London, Oxford, and I had her nan for the whole hour of the reading. I just do not know. And her nan was speaking directly to me, and I was passing on the messages to Zara. But, I don't, sometimes I might have angels come in, and I'm working with Michael, and there might be more than one guardian. I might be working either with your guardian angel or more than one archangel that you're working with, and you don't know, and they come into, the reading, and they want you to know that actually you've been working with me, and they want to introduce themselves. There's so many things. I never know what I'm going to get. All I can tell you is that it's relevant for your life. It might be you're lacking direction. I can help you with that, or career, or, it's amazing. I love doing my readings. They're highly important, but I cannot always guarantee I have spirit show up for you. And I know it gets annoying. I have someone else who was trying to get hold of her mum for over 20 years, and she was so upset because every medium she went to, she couldn't get her mum. And I got her mum after lockdown last year. Her mum came to me. I went up to London, and I was up there anyway, and I did the reading for this lady because I wanted to do it in person. So I went all the way to London to do it, and her mum came in. And I've had her mum twice now. So, and her mum has always said, I'll always be back to you. And I was like, oh, thank you. I was so grateful. But she came in with her mum and her son, and she said, I've only come to you because you have such a good reputation. I'm like, oh wow. So apparently I have a good reputation in heaven planes. So I do have a lot of new spirit that come through. Yeah, it just depends, guys. But I love what I'm doing, and most of all, I'm helping people, enlightening them, helping them, putting them on their path. As a spiritual coach, I coach people. I help children as well. There's a lot coming on. I'm a meditational practitioner, teacher. There's a lot coming up for me this year. I just need. There's a few things that I need to do. But there's lots of good stuff coming up for me as well. So. Right, but yeah, you can get me on Facebook, Suzi Parrett, SUZI, if you'd like a private reading. Time difference we can work on, and price if you think my prices are a bit too expensive, but I do have to make a living like everyone else. I have bills like everyone else, so compared to what some people pay, I don't think it's that crazy. And like I say, for me, I think I've never had a bad response. I've always had amazing feedback for my readings. So, I'm very grateful. I'm very lucky, because without the angels, obviously I couldn't. I could do it without the angels, but Mr. Michael's my gatekeeper. If he wasn't stood watching the gate, I get all and sundry through. So, and sometimes the unwanted. Right, let me connect and see what I can get. Okay, I'm being bossed about, so just give me a minute. I hear spirit and the angels like I hear a physical person, so come on, it's not moving. Michael, come on please, you said you want me to go up, thank you. Oh, now it's jumped too high. Oh my days, the joys. Yeah, I get that, Michael. He's wanting me to... Come on. Right, I'm going down. I'm trying to move the mouse. Sorry. Sorry, I'm taking my time. But Michael's like, go down, go down. Nicole, it is okay to get different healing sessions from different people, but like Michael said, he would suggest 24 hours between when somebody stopped working on you, because it gives time for the healing to take place that needs to take place, and that person that's been working on you, that energy to leave you. That's what I was hearing to talk about today. Because I'm hearing if you're like one after a one, like it just doesn't give time for the energy to leave and to settle again before the next session. That's what he's saying, and I feel like I said somebody's had healing recently and felt it didn't work, but it was more about the timing issue, because it was like one after the other, like within hours, I'm hearing. So that's that's why he was bringing that up. So right, I'm coming down. Come on, Michael, help me. Sorry, there's somebody he's wanting me to give a message to, and I'm trying to move the mouse and it's not working. So, hi Tracy, hello. Do you know what? I've got a lady here, JJ Phillips, and JJ's saying, which angel's around me, please? And any clear message. Can I ask you, JJ, I feel you really like pink. I see a lot of pink around you, and to me, Shamuel is been working with you for a long time. Shamuel is very much the unconditional love angel. That honestly, all archangels have loads. You're making me itch. Have loads of different specialities, but always, you know, Archangel Shamuel is the angel of unconditional love, but also, yeah, blue, but Michael, you see, Archangel Michael, but I feel you have Shamuel around you, because I feel Shamuel is constantly trying to make you feel good about yourself, and I feel like Shamuel is trying to like feed you loving messages, because it feels to me that you don't really know who you are solely. It feels like yeah, I know I'm right, hun, I'm always right, and that's where I'm at, and I really feel that Shamuel has stepped up in this way in your life to drip these beautiful words into your ears about you, to make you feel better about you, because solely I really don't think you quite know who you are. And the reason why this is, it's down to circumstances that have been brought to you in your life. And may I ask and say, I feel like you've had like quite a woodpecker effect. It feels a bit of gaslighting. It feels like people are like, in the past, have like turned around and said you've done stuff and you haven't done. And I feel you know, there's this kind of, it's confused you, because it seems in the past a lot of people have like, I don't know, said stuff about you which isn't true, and I think it kind of has confused you and brought you down in thinking that you're not this great person. And you know, Okay, I'm hearing that, you know, you can't listen to that because gosh, you're such a bright, shining light, that it feels like people try and dim your light. You're so giving. You have this massive, massive heart. And I feel you've just got to stop listening to these people. Yeah, I know I'm right. You know, these people, because their judgment, for one, isn't important. And listen, let me tell you something Michael's saying. If anyone, no one has a right to judge anyone on this plane. No one. You know, no one has a right to judge you. And, you know, the only person that has a right to judge you is in the God plane. And that's the divine source, you know, that's the prime creator, whatever you want to call God, or do you know where I'm at with that? And I think what you've got to do is start looking inside you at who you are, because you know you, and stop listening to these people that just want to sit on you and put your light out, because you are this brightly shining soul. But you have to understand, when you're that bright and you're radiating that beautiful light to the universe, you attract the moths, you know? These low vibrational people are attracted to you. You just need to see them coming. Don't take it personally what they're telling you, because who are they to judge you? Yes, exactly. And realise that you are this beautiful soul that just is here for an experience, but just wants to be loved like everyone else. You know, that's all we want. All of us. We just want to be loved. And you can hug me, baby. You can hug me. And I'm sending you love, and I'm sending you hugs, because you really are a beautiful soul. Stop listening to the bull that people are feeding you, you know, and just know that you've got to start being sure of who you are. And like, you keep going inside yourself, but it's not you that has the problem. You know, you have to understand, and there's something that Michael's been telling me for this last couple of years, Archangel Michael, because Archangel Michael is also somebody that's around you. But, you know, you cannot be responsible. Oh, don't cry. Well, release it, actually. Crying is a release, so release it. Let it go. But, you know, you have to understand, JJ, that it's not your free will how people treat you. You know, it's others. How somebody decides that they want to treat you is not your free will, it's theirs. So even if you're going out into the world and you're being beautifully loving, beautifully sharing, giving soul, but they're still coming back at you in a negative way, it's a lacking in them, I'm hearing. It's not a lacking in yourself, okay? And you are very sensitive. And there's nothing wrong with that. And don't allow people to say to you, oh, you're just sensitive. It's not an excuse. Excuse me. If you cannot treat me in the deserving way that I deserve to be treated, then bomb, you go, you leave my life. Because it's about boundaries, it's about self-love, and, you know, you have a choice. You have a choice. You don't have to put up with that crap that people bring just because you're a nice person, you know. And it's a lacking in them. If they're going to treat you badly, and yeah, you're sensitive. Exactly. I'm exactly the same, and I brought it up. But that's no excuse for people, because people have turned it round to me quite narcissistically in the past. Oh, you're just really sensitive. Yeah, so that doesn't give you the right to make me feel like shit. That doesn't give you the right to make me feel under par or I'm not good enough, you know, because it's a lacking within themselves. And this is your lesson here, JJ. It's self-love, boundaries, and knowing that there's a lacking within them. It's not you. And how they choose to treat you is their free will. It's not yours, because you wouldn't ask for somebody to treat you like that, and you wouldn't ask for somebody for the put downs or the woodpecker effect, as I call it, where they chip away at your self-esteem and who you are as a person. You know, even, you know, I've had it all my bloody life, so I know, you know, and it's like, oh, you've had your hair done. Just a comment like that, you know, oh, you've had your hair done. Can't say it looks lovely or anything else, you know, because it's a lacking within themselves. And yes, I know you've been put down a lot. I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm bringing it up, you know. And this, your lesson, JJ, it's self-love. Like I say, boundaries and realising who you are as a soul and not listening to other people who are trying to put your light out, you know, because guys, here there's so many of us starseeds, we're all starseeds, but so many of us, you know, we do shine so brightly, we are sensitive, beautiful souls, and other people can't bloody handle it. Tough. If you can't handle my brightness and who I am, that's your fault. I don't have it anymore. I'm sick of it, because I know that it's nothing that I'm doing. It's nothing that I'm physically doing. I'm here to help others. I'm here to enlighten people. And I'm here from the love space. That's me. And I'm never, ever, ever going to change myself because others can't handle me, or just want to put my light out because I shine so brightly. Tough. I'm here, and you know, if you can't put up with that, it's your problem. And I do not allow people to affect me anymore. I'm done. I'm done with it. And JJ, you will get to that chance as well, and you will understand that it's not your free will of how you want people to treat you. You're turning up as a soul, the best soul you can be. You're putting your love, your brightness and your light out into the world. It's them that can't handle it. So you have to rethink this and understand that it's not you, honey bun. It's them. You know, it's their issue and not yours. And that's the way you have to look at it. And understand, hold them in love. It's an experience, and move on from them. Especially if they're vampires, because that's never going to change. Do you know what I mean? They're just going to drain you. They're going to take from you. And it's absolutely draining. It's, you know what I mean? It's absolutely draining. So know that it's not you. Oh, well, you're a lovely soul, sweetheart. And I see your heart. And I see your soul. You really, really, really are beautiful. And you know, it's all about self-love now going forward. You know, it really, really is. And, you know, see that it's a lacking within them, that they've got to put you down, make you feel miserable. Just know that. Because you're a sensitive soul like myself, you always give everyone the benefit of the doubt. You don't say anything nasty or bad about anyone, you know. I always try and hold everyone in love, even though, you know, ugh. Your son, is he living? Oh, is there a message for your son? Is I'm trying to get your energy. Yeah, he is living. I thought he was. He's 5 months old. Oh, cute. He's a little starseed. He's a lovely little starseed. He's a sensitive boy as well. Have you been thinking about giving him the jab? I just wondered if you've been thinking about giving him the jab, like the MMR jab. Does that make sense? Because I think you've been in a, yeah, he is my, yeah, I get that though. But have you been thinking about giving him the MMR jab? That's all I want to know. I just, because it feels like you've, no, not COVID, like the MMR, mumps, measles and rubella, or the COVID jab. Because I think you're thinking you're unsure because of what's in it, and you have every right to be, and that's why I'm bringing it up. But it's obviously it's your choice. I'm hearing whether you want him to have it or not. Because there feels like you've thought about it. A bit of a quandary. Yeah. I know you have been thinking about it, but there again, it's your free will, and I'm hearing if you don't want him to have it, don't give it to him. That's all I'm hearing on that. That's the message. I will tell you, he is a starseed. I will tell you well, we all are, but he's very sensitive like you. He's got abilities though. I think once he grows up a little bit, probably in his 30s, I think he's going to be fairly spiritual. He's here for a good time. I'm hearing. So I hope that helps, JJ. I really hope that helps for you. But that's what I'm hearing. I mean, it is everyone's free will, what they do with their children and everything else. But I was just hearing if you didn't want him to have it, don't, because it is a form. It does, as far as I'm aware, from what I hear from Spirit, it does help. You know, youngsters have autism. I'm no physician, but that's what I know spiritually. So. And I just knew that had been brought up, and if you didn't want him to have it, you know, you have every right not for him to have it, I'm hearing, okay? So that's where I'm at with that. It's free will again. It's all free will, so it's up, I don't know, it's up to you, you know, up to you. Right, I suppose that I should move on. Honey bunny boo-boos, I should move on. Mumuggy, bless you. There again, it's really difficult to get spirit to come in for a short period of time. Normally when spirit, you know, they want to come in, they want to talk, they want to talk for more than 2 minutes. That's my pleasure, JJ, honestly, my pleasure. Yeah, Jackie, it does damage them, and it's funny because you are actually, you know, you're in that field. I have a friend that is a healer, and he actually works on children to get it out of their system. I did a show a few weeks back about him, Christopher Macklin. You know, he's a great healer. Yeah, he's coming at the right time. You have to understand that, JJ, as well. Sorry, I will get off JJ in a minute, but you have to understand this is with divine timing. You know, he's here for a reason. He's got a job to do now. You know, where the earth's going on a spiritual plane. And, you know, you say you've waited for him all his life. Your life, you probably have, but there had to be, it was the divine timing of when he came in. And that would be why a lot of souls are coming in now at this time, to help with the way the planet is progressing forward, you know, in the next years, to get out of this dark times that we're in. And it's like Michael says, you know, don't panic. We go, you know, you have to know that the light always prevails. The light always wins. Sometimes this takes time, but you know, just know that you know, the light will prevail. So we will win in the end. That's all right, JJ. You know, you just got a bit of self-love going on there. You need to do, honey, a bit of work on you, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Right, let's get on. I better get on. I think, you know, Oni, that's a beautiful thing. I know your mum's, you know, your mum's going through that scenario of dementia. The angels are always around us, and you have to understand that we're all born with a guardian angel. You know, that is your free will, whether you want to work with your guardian angel. But your guardian angel comes in with you at the time of conception and is there waiting in the wings of your life to be asked to work with you. I mean, all you have to do is ask, guys. So, you know, your mum will have angels around her, and, you know, Archangel Azrael, the angel of death, I call him. He's huge. I've met him. I've worked with him. But he is great if somebody, you know, is transcending over to the other side, or, you know, they're dying. He's great to call on to help them transcend peacefully, with, you know, and as quickly as possible. Sometimes, you know, the soul doesn't want to leave the body, and it can take time, and you think, oh, that person's gonna, do you know what I mean? That person's going to go, and you can hear the death rattle and all that type of thing, and you do think, you know, just go. But sometimes you just tell them, you know, just go. But yeah, the angels will be all around her, and you can ask her guardian angel to assist her as well. You know, working with the angels, guys, you can send angel teams, or, you know, you can ask the angel teams, you can invoke an angel team. And if there's a world disaster, atrocity, you can call on in an angel squad to go and deal with it. And it's the same for you, Oni. You can ask the angels to assist Mum, and, you know, keep her calm, keep her, you know, in a non-suffering state, because, you know, I mean, I've had dementia in my family. It's not, you know, there's some are worse than others with it. Some people, you know, just don't remember people, but you can ask the angels to help Mum as well. And know that, my darlings, that you can, you know, call upon the angels to help anyone, or help with a world disaster or any situation. You can do that yourself. And you can also ask her guardian angel to help her as well, Oni, you know. But Archangel Azrael is normally the angel that's called upon for transitioning. Somebody's ending their life, you know. Also Azrael, Jeremiel as well, help with the life plan and going through all the lessons and experiences and karmic issues that have been paid back, and, you know, but you to know, guys, that you can do that for anyone. You know, you can call upon the angels to assist anyone or any situation in the world. You can do that, you know, and understand that they don't necessarily have free will. I mean, I can't live my life without the angels, the archangels. I just couldn't do it. I've been working with them since I was a child. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been on my spiritual path, because my family was so scared of what me seeing spirit. Do you know what I mean? And they couldn't see it, and they couldn't get, you know, they didn't get it. So I used to have to be very, very quiet about that. But know that you can ask the angels to help her. You know, that's highly, highly important. But you know, they're an amazing energy force, the angels. I couldn't do what I do without them, or live without them, really. I mean, I just couldn't. Yeah, it's a horrible disease. Yeah, just ask the angels in to assist, Oni. Honestly, it will help keep her calm, because that's what I heard Michael say. If you ask them to assist, it will help keep her calm, you know, and help her in the head. So I don't like it much either. It's all, apparently, I didn't know this, but Christopher says, my friend, it all starts by neurotoxins in the brain, supposedly. Christopher Macklin, you can find him at www.enlightenment, the Global Enlightenment Project. He's amazing. He actually works with people that have all sorts of diseases. He's a great healer, but that's what he says. And he is from England, which is amazing. He's probably one of the only people that I do work with that's English. I work with a lot of American and Australian people as well, so yeah. Yeah, I think, Nicole, you're asking me. I think you could do card readings for sure. Yeah. Thing is, your pineal gland is like a muscle. The more you use it, the more you work with it, the better it becomes, and the better you will become using it. So, you know, the more you start using your intuition and your psychic abilities, the mediumistic senses, all the clairs, you know, the more you use them, the more, the easier it becomes. So yeah, I believe we all have, you know, the mediumistic senses within us. It is just the fact that we never used to speak. We used to always talk through telepathy. So, you know, we've been conditioned. We get conditioned when we come to this plane, you know, that it's like when someone dies, it's like you've got to feel it's the worst thing in the world. There is no death. It's just your body that gives up the ghost, as it were, and we just go home. You know, we're infinite beings of the light. There is no death. I mean, if there was death, I wouldn't be able to speak to spirit. So, and you know, I do it all the time. Speak to the dead. So, you know, there is no death. So I know we miss them in the physical. I know you know, it is sad. But they're always coming back to see you. I mean, my family do, my grandparents, my father, my children, they all come back and see me. And I know I'm very lucky to know that, you know. That's fine, Honey. Much love to you, sweetheart. But just remember, you are capable and powerful enough to do that for Mum to ask, you know, for the angels. Jackie, it feels like you already are working with the angels, but you're not kind of realising that. What I would say to you, I'm hearing to tell you, Jackie Patterson, is what colours do you like? And I feel like you've just been decorating for some reason. Or I feel like you've brought new homeware, like a duvet or throw or something, and I'm being asked. I'm laughing because I can hear the angels are laughing, because that will give you a good idea of who's actually around you. And that is so true, because if you are drawn to certain colours like me, baby pink all through and through, which I associate, yeah, I know, Jackie. She's saying yes. You know, if you're drawn to certain colours, all you need to do is just look to see what colour reference is to what archangel, and it knows. But is it like pink, Shamuel? Yeah. You see, I got Shamuel, but I've got a feeling, Jackie, you've also got Jophael around you as well. Jophael to me comes in with like mustard colour, and it can also be baby pink as well. Honestly, I feel, but Shamuel's pink as well, but I feel that baby pink, I feel like I've had for Jophael as well. Golds are very much, I think, Jophael, mustard colours. God, I'm itching, because they're all around me. So, but that's a big giveaway. So you've already got the angels there for sure with you, and that's what I'm hearing. But Jackie, you know, it doesn't take a lot to read up on the angels, and you know, it's really not difficult to work with the angels either. You know, they're there, they're stood in the wings of your life. You don't, as I say, have to do any EBGB stuff. Do you know what I mean? To get them to work with you, because they're stood right next to you. You know, if you're having to drum something up and do Ouija boards and all that rubbish stuff, you're not working with the light. You know, you're working with dark. So that's all I got to say. But you can read up on stuff, you know. Right back. I'll tell you something. Yeah, all of a sudden, like crazy. Yeah, Samuel. Yeah, definitely. I would say. Definitely. But then I feel Jophiel on the back of it. Because usually with the home, it's Jophiel that's... I always think Jophiel is not only one of my good feel to angels, but Jophiel is also my DIY angel and my home angel. And my... If I ever think of like what... I don't know what to wear, I'll ask Jophiel. I'll say, Archangel Jophiel, can you help me? What do I wear today? And I get an imprint in my head what to wear. So I don't actually even dress myself. Archangel Jophiel does it for me, and that's the truth. Becca, I'm being drawn to you because I feel like you're getting quite vivid dreams, but you're not remembering them. You can feel like I've got the angels around me. I'm really itchy. I'm being told it might assist you. Gosh, guys, come on, I'm really itchy. Can feel all their feathers on me, you see. I'm being told, put pen and paper next to your bed, and when you wake up in the morning, can you write it down? Because I'm hearing that you can be sure of one thing: if your dad's trying to tell you something, the angels are trying to tell you something, you'll get it. And I'm hearing, Becca, it might be just the fact that he's okay and he loves you. I kind of feel it's quite a simple, it feels like quite a simple message. That's how it feels for me. But I'm being told to help assist you because I feel your dreams are so vivid. It might help you to write them down. And then go back to it later and work out the guidance. Ask the angels to give you the guidance on it. You know, sometimes I think, especially with dreams or even messages, you think they're going to be really elaborate. That I'm hearing it doesn't feel like it's a really difficult message. It feels like just one of love and knowing that he's okay, you know. I'm not. So that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. So I hope that helps, Becca, because I really do feel that, you know. God, I'm sure the angels, you can tell, can't you, that the angels are around me. I'm just really, know that your loved ones are always around you, guys. You know, they're never far away. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean to say they're not stood right next to you. And I can tell you one thing, Sue, the same as you, Jackie, if you have a vision of them in your third eye and their face pops into your head, that's pretty much telling you that they're with you. That they're giving you that image of themselves facially. They're with you, for sure, for sure. Even if you were driving or you're cleaning in the house and you get a vision of them, they're right there with you. Yeah. He told my mum in a dream he wanted me. I don't know what that means. Oh, Julia, that's a good sign as well, that obviously spirit are around you. Used to hear mine being called all the time when I was a kid, and I used to turn around and there was no one there. So yeah. So you have to understand that if you're a star seed, Jackie, you're probably, feels like Pleiades to me. But if you're a star seed, you're giving birth to star seeds. So, if you're a star seed yourself, you're a Palladian, Arcturian, you're a rainbow child, indigo, crystal, you know, you're actually giving birth now to the next generation of starseeds, you know, because that's how it works. So he wanted to talk to you. But that's what I mean. I knew the dream thing was in play then. I knew the dream thing was in play there. But all I'm hearing is you'll get the message. But I think it's one of love I'm hearing. I think it's one of love, because it didn't necessarily feel he was majorly expressive when he was alive. And I think that's what it is. So it feels like quite simple but straightforward, but definitely one of love, because that's how it feels. It doesn't feel like he overly expressed himself. It's not the fact you didn't know he loved you. It's kind of the fact that I just feel he wants to bring that in again for you to know he's on the heaven plane. He's okay. That's what I'm getting. So, yeah. Well, my darlings, would you believe my hour's up? Okay, where does it go? I hope I've helped as many as I can. If, like I said, if you do want a private reading, please connect with me on my page, Suzi Parrett, SUZIPARRETT, or my Angelic Light page. And I'm always here, you know, for anybody that wants guidance or questions even. I'm always, I'm always here to help. So thank you for joining me, beautiful people, even though I couldn't see myself. It's absolutely fine, but thank you so much for joining me. Much love to you, and I'll be back here next week. So thank you, and see you later, guys. Bye.